Elon Musk and Nigel Farage are in the midst of a public feud over the leadership of Reform UK, with Musk criticizing Farage on X, formerly Twitter, claiming he doesn't have what it takes to lead the party. Musk's support for Tommy Robinson, a far-right activist imprisoned for contempt of court, is at the center of the dispute. Farage, who distanced himself from Robinson, countered Musk's criticism during a live debate on GB News, saying, "This is unexpected," while expressing respect for Musk but disagreeing with his views. Farage emphasized that Robinson's legal troubles were due to his own actions, not political motivations. The exchange has triggered a wider conversation about the direction of right-wing politics in the UK, as figures like Musk and Farage represent different factions within the movement. Before we dive into this topic, make sure to like and subscribe. Now let's take a look at this.
Nigel, welcome. Great speech earlier today. But you're currently the bookies' favourite now to be Prime Minister. Do you believe that Reform UK could actually win the next general election?
Well, if you take our general election score on July the 4th, we're 50% up from that. If we do the same again, we will win the next election. It is not impossible.
Now, a lot of people are saying, because Tommy Robinson, you know, he's a very vocal character on X, they're saying, why won't you allow Tommy Robinson to join Reform UK or let him join the party and be a more prominent role there?
Look, we are a political party that's on the up. We've just gone through 170,000 members. We put in place a rigorous vetting procedure for our candidates, not just for general elections, but for local elections as well, recognising our failings from the last general election. And, you know, Tommy Robinson does his own campaigns. You know, he's been in prison numerous times. And by the way, for those of you at home who think he's in prison now for exposing grooming gangs, he's not. He's in prison for contempt of court for the third time. He raises a lot of money off the back of all these appeals that he has for legal challenges. He can do his own thing. We're doing ours. I've made it very, very clear for many, many years I didn't want to have anything to do with him, and that position hasn't changed.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about Elon Musk donating to the party. Is he likely to be donating something? Do you know whether he's donating any money to Reform UK?
Well, look, I mean, don't believe what the Sunday Times say, that he's considering a $100 million donation. That is for the birds. Could he possibly be a donor to the party? Yes. Is he supportive of the party? Absolutely. Does he support me personally? No question about that. If he does donate money, he'll have to do it legally through a UK company. But I'll tell you something, whether he donates money to us or not, he makes us, with a young generation of people who view him as a hero figure, he makes us look cool. And I'll tell you what, there isn't much of that around in British politics these days.
No, that's quite true. But he's also kind of expressed support for Tommy Robinson, hasn't he? Which is that worrying to you? You've met Elon Musk, you and Donald Trump. You're all sort of quite close in terms of your political leanings. Is that worrying that Elon is now almost seemingly to support Tommy Robinson?
Do you know, a lot of my American friends, including a very senior senator from Utah, Mike Lee, a lot of them think that Robinson's in prison because he exposed grooming gangs. And they're suffering under a misconception. That's because of the videos and documentaries that Mr. Robinson puts out himself. Look, you know what? You know, Elon Musk and I will have different views on electric vehicles, on many, many things. Free speech is about agreeing to disagree, but equally knowing what you agree on. I'm not in the least bit concerned about what Elon Musk says about Tommy Robinson. I will, at the inauguration, explain to him that perhaps things aren't quite as they look.
Now, last night, MP Marco Long, he defected to Reform UK. Are there any murmurings that any more MPs, maybe Tory, even Labour, might be coming over soon as well?
If other MPs or ex-MPs want to join Reform, that's great. But please don't bring your poison with you. You know, if we're going to import people into our party who want to spend their lives infighting, as so many Conservatives have done for the last 5 years, then we're not in the least bit interested. We've got our own momentum. We're attracting great people across a huge range of backgrounds. So, yes, happy to have people coming on board, but only if they fully commit to doing something that is united and will change the country for the good.
Now, today marks about 6 months for Sir Keir Starmer being in government. How do you rate his first 6 months, Nigel?
Catastrophic. I've never seen, and I've studied politics for over 50 years, I've never seen a government do so badly in a 6-month period. I mean, even the last 6 months of John Major weren't as bad as the first 6 months of Keir Starmer. They're doing terribly. The British economy is doing terribly. Confidence is down. Sterling's falling on the exchanges. 10-year interest rates are much higher than current rates. Inflation's going back up. And huge numbers of people in business are saying, you know what? Maybe we should just leave the country and go somewhere else. We are increasing the size of the public sector, despite its lack of productivity. In fact, it's falling productivity. We're decreasing the size of the private sector. We're doing exactly the opposite to what Scott Bessent, the incoming Treasury Secretary in America, wants to do there. We are getting this wrong, badly, badly wrong. And when it comes to the grooming mass rape scandal, which GB News' Charlie Peters has done so much to expose, frankly, I think both the Labour and Conservative parties come out of this terribly.
What are your thoughts on this debate? Who will be the future Prime Minister of the UK? Let us know in the comments below. Nigel Farage discussed his stance on Tommy Robinson and Elon Musk during a live interview, emphasizing that while Robinson has been imprisoned for contempt of court, he is not involved with his campaigns and doesn't align with his views. Farage reiterated his long-standing position of distancing Reform UK from Robinson. Regarding Elon Musk, Farage acknowledged their differing views but expressed no concern over Musk's support for Robinson, stating they could agree to disagree. Farage also commented on Musk's potential financial support for the party, affirming that while Musk may donate, his influence helps Reform UK appear more appealing, especially to younger generations. If you think this video helped inform you, make sure to like and subscribe. Take care and goodbye.